Good evening, Dearborn families. This is Mrs. Estrada. We are going to be taking a look at what hybrid return to school will look like. In this slideshow, it will detail out most of your questions. And if you have other questions, I will ask for you to either send me an email or I will be giving the teachers a Google link that you can type it there. Today, we're going to talk about preparing for return, campus safety, LAUSD, daily pass, the valet and gates, classroom and recess, and the distribution and childcare. So before you return, we have provided a checklist that goes over the items that you will need to complete. First and foremost, it is super important that you do this portion. You make sure that you schedule a COVID-19 test a week prior to returning to school. This is required for all students returning to in-person. So you can either visit the LAUSD website to schedule an appointment, or you can go through your healthcare provider and update and upload your child's results. You also want to begin to familiarize yourself with the daily pass. And so there are some really, really important resources down here. Also, you're going to need to ensure that your child wears a mask at all times on campus. You want to make sure that the mask fits securely and comfortably over their face and that it does cover. So you want to make sure that you don't provide them an adult mask that is falling off or that sits below their nose. The mask will need to cover their nose and mouth. Okay, and so you can go over these. And again, that's going to be right here. When you click here, it will take you right to that link. So whether you are choosing a hybrid or remote, whatever the choice you make, we respect you either way. We understand that we are all in different situations, and our school is very committed to supporting all of our families during this time. It's important to mark your calendars that hybrid instruction will begin the week of April 19th. There will be a staggered start, so certain grade levels will start on certain days. On April 19th, this will be a pupil-free day, so the teachers will log in for a short moment with all students, and then the kids will have a checklist for the day for them to complete. Those students that are starting hybrid, meaning they are returning to campus for a portion of the day, our transitional kindergarten, our kindergarten, and our first grade will start on Tuesday. Only these grades, okay? And that will be from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. On Wednesday, our second and third grade will join, but they will attend at 8:15 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. And on Thursday, fourth and fifth grade will then join, and they will start at 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. We have provided a staggered start. This is from the district. It also is going to ensure that we don't have too many students roaming on the campus going to class at the same time. Here is our schedule. So I want to really, really reinforce here that this part on Mondays, okay, we will not have a staggered schedule. All grade levels on Mondays will go, the first cohort will start at 8 and end at 10:30. And the second cohort will start at 11:30 and end at 2 o'clock p.m. This will only be on Mondays. From Tuesday through Friday, you can see the start times of each grade level. And again, when you click on this image, it is going to take you to our bell schedule that is laid out very clearly. Okay, so all of this information is hyperlinked. Here is a sample class schedule, so you can see a daily schedule. The teachers' individual schedules may vary, but you can see, for example, For the 3-hour block, you will see ELA for 45 minutes, math for 45 minutes. This is ELD, our students that are English language learners. And then in each cohort, the students will get a 20-minute recess. And then it will either be followed up with social emotional learning or some kind of extension. Okay. How can you prepare? So, I talked about this a little earlier. You want to make sure you schedule a COVID-19 test. You want to label your child's water bottle, making sure that they have a water bottle. Like I said, drinking fountains will not be available. We will have water bottles for children, but it is best to send them with their own. You also are going to want to make sure that your child's emergency card is up to date. We will not release children to any adults that are not listed on the emergency card. You also want to begin practicing, so you can visit dailypass.lausd.net to practice creating a daily pass for your child. You also want to encourage your child to wear a mask for extended periods. I know the teachers are having them do this during their Zoom sessions. And you also want to drive by the campus to know which gate your child will enter in. Here is, by clicking here on LAUSD Daily Pass, you can click here and you will find a job aid that tells you exactly how to create a daily pass. I've also included a Spanish link that can be found here. So again, all the items that are underlined have a hyperlink and go directly to another document. And again, this is what the daily pass will look like. So you will need a parent portal account. So please set that up either this week or next week. If you don't have one, or if you forgot your username and password, now's a good time to reset it. When you log into the platform, you will log in and ask to get a daily pass. You also can schedule your COVID test here, and you're going to answer daily health check questions. And you will receive a QR code. When you receive a QR code and you arrive to campus, you will show the QR code where we will scan it in. And again, all the steps. I want to also remind you that along with screening questions, we will be taking temperatures. So if a student's temperature is higher than 99.9, then they will have to go to an area where they will wait 5 minutes to have their temperature checked again. If it's still high, then we will be unable to allow them to gain entry into school. They will have to wait. Okay. And so we encourage you, do not give your children any kind of fever reducing medication before school. We want to all stay safe. And so please help us out with that. We also have a Dearborn COVID-19 compliance task force, which is made up of all of these individuals. And for those of you that have questions about screening and exposure, you can see what will happen if a child does have one or more symptoms, or if they have been around somebody with COVID-19. Okay. Moving on to valet gates, you will see that the transitional kindergarten and our kindergartners will enter through the Prairie Gate through valet. This is going to be a big change. I know parents, you are used to walking your children onto Dearborn campus, but we are going to be using a valet system. You will pull up and your child will step out of the car, stand on the curb while you are still in your car, and we will scan your daily pass. Or if you don't have a smartphone, we will ask questions, screening questions, and then take their temperature, and then they will report directly to their classroom. Valet gates will open 15 minutes before your child's instruction begins. For second, fourth, and fifth, their entrance will be through the Amistoy Gate. This is going to be near the large grassy area. And first and third grade, their valet area will be on Wish. So, as I said, valet gates will open 15 minutes before hybrid cohort instruction begins. There will not be school childcare before school, and adults will not be able to enter the campus. TKK and new students will be escorted by an adult to the classroom for the first 2 weeks of school. Students will walk directly to their classroom, and all playground equipment will not be in use. Okay, families with multiple students can use the gate of the youngest child. So if I have a fifth grader and a kindergartner, I will go to the kindergarten gate, and my fifth grade will enter with the kindergartner through the kindergarten gate. Here's yet another visual. So we have color coded each gate by color. So this is the green gate for grades first and third. We have the yellow gate for grades second, fourth, and fifth. And down below, you can see also the blue gate for our TK and kindergarten. And you see the pictures of our fabulous staff members that will be working each gate. We have provided this visual so that you can also show your children a picture of each personnel so that they are aware of who will be there. Recess details. So all our play structures will be closed. Your child can bring a snack for recess, but we will not be allowing sharing. Some recess activities will be freeze dance, relay races, go noodle, or Simon Says. And again, if you click on recess details, it will take you to yet another PowerPoint that shows you the zones of where each grade level will be assigned to. And we also will have different zones once it is safe to pass out hula hoops or jump ropes or hacky sacks for our students. Okay. So don't forget, you can click here to see more details about recess. We have a distribution date that will be next week. So starting on April 13th, okay, we will be having you go to the valet gate that you are assigned to practice. That way your students and you know which gate to enter. When you come, we're going to ask that you bring your LAUSD device. Even if you are continuing to keep the device checked out, we will need you to bring it so that we can scan the back and ensure that it is checked out to you. So we are asking all devices that are LAUSD need to be brought on campus. Also, our students that will be testing in third, fourth, and fifth, we need to make sure that you have a device as well. And we also, during that time, will be practicing scanning your daily pass so that you know what to expect. We're going to ask you to remain in your vehicle and wear a mask at all times. Your children can come along, but they need to also wear a mask. So on April 13th, we will do fifth grade from 2 to 4. And for second and fourth grade, we will have the distribution from 4 to 6. We have made it in the afternoon so that maybe if the teacher wants to be there or you are working, we want to be sure to accommodate you. Families with multiple students can use the gate of the youngest child during distribution so that you only have to come to Dearborn once. For on Wednesday, April 14th, grades TKK and our special education programs should come from 2 to 4 p.m. And on Wednesday, April 14th, from 4 to 6, grades 1 through 3 should come. So please, everybody, even if you are coming back hybrid, we need all of our students to return. So don't forget to bring your device and also create a daily pass so we can practice. Again, just another reminder of our distribution dates. Okay. Now for childcare, we have 163 student requests for supervision. Okay, this means that the ratio is 14 to 1. Some of our students, our older students in grades 2 through 5, will be housed for supervision in an outdoor large tent on the field. Okay, so we will have 4 large tents. Those accommodate actually 20 to 25 students. And then we also will have student supervision areas set up in the library and in some of the classrooms. We cannot use classrooms that are being used for a hybrid instruction. And those children that are continuing on their remote learning journey, there is no childcare offered at this time. I want to thank you for listening to this presentation. I know you probably have many questions, but we will be working together, and you can contact the office at 818-349-4381, or my email is listed down here. I want to thank you for choosing Dearborn. I am super, super excited. Whatever your choice is, we are respectful of your choice, and we are happy that we can accommodate hybrid and remote during this time. Please feel free to reach out to us, and I want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you.